All right, let's go to the NBA here and stay with the NBA, right? We just had the NBA hour number 5, but hour number 2. But LeBron James, Rob G, last night, he was at it again. They were ready to celebrate the king.
Well, as well you should, because LeBron James is now the first, the last, the only member of the NBA's, I guess, inaugural 50,000 career points category, combining regular and postseason. He's already become the NBA's all-time leading scorer. He passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar about a season and a half ago. Now he's the only member of the 50,000-point club. And you got to say, it's good to be the king, Rob Parker. Longevity, man.
Yes, longevity is good and bad for you, I think. First of all, even when you look at this 50,000, once you become the all-time leading scorer, can we stop with the countdown? Just stop.
Every stop of the way?
Yeah, like every thousand.
Yeah, every
thousand, whatever it is. First play to 51,000. First play to like seriously, really, you're already all-time leading scorer, and I just want to be this. And I'm not trying to take anything away from him. He has like 2,000 more shot attempts than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and he had threes when Kareem had no threes. I mean, it's his record. It's legit. He's played these years or whatever. But I'm just saying, what Kareem was able to do with no threes and 2,000 fewer field goal attempts is incredible. His number is really, really incredible when you think about it, because LeBron has an advantage with the threes. I'm not saying he's shooting 10 threes a game, but it makes a difference over such a long period of time. Number 2, the longer that he plays and doesn't win, I think it dwarfs how you look at him. He's got 22. Is it 22 in the books?
Yeah, that's 20. Yes, this is 22nd. Yeah.
Okay. Plays 2 more, 24, and you win 4 championships. Like that is not impressive. That's not. I don't care what sport you're in, where you are. Nobody goes, oh my God, that's unbelievable. Then you start looking at Michael Jordan played 13 years, and he got 6. And you look at LeBron and go, 24 years for 4. I think that's a demerit. I think that the longer you can compile numbers, winning is what makes it worthwhile. And the reason that Tom Brady, with his long career, is what? What happened with Tom Brady? He had 2 different winning streaks. 1-3, went 9 years without winning, and then won another 3, and then the last one. So that's how you could tie his bow up and look at it. LeBron hasn't been winning at the back end. That's what hurts. That's why so many people, I don't think Tom Brady's the GOAT, but I understand why people would say that, because he has the 7 championships and they're spread out over his whole career. I think one of the biggest things that's going to hurt Patrick Mahomes long term is that he won a lot early. He's got his 3 championships. The way the Chiefs are going, Andy Reid retires, Kelsey retires, you know what I mean, and all this other stuff. Then if Patrick Mahomes goes 7, 8 years and they don't win again in his career, it won't feel as good. Would you agree with that? I'm not saying that.
Yes, I get what you're saying. He did it, never wins again for 8, 9, 10 years. Then it lessens it, without a doubt. Because what's made it spectacular is what he's done in 6, 7 years.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. The start is so fantastic that the idea that he could play 8 or 9 years and not win again. Tom Brady went through that. Now, they went to the Super Bowl a couple of times, but they didn't win. That's when the Giants were beating them. If I would have told you Tom Brady went 9 years without winning a Super Bowl, you would have been like, how's that possible?
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I do think those going helped, because in the between also going, he had a chance to go undefeated. So, like, he was still doing spectacular things.
But he didn't win.
Right. But I hear that. But
I'm not saying that. And here's my point to you.
Mm-hmm.
Brady wins the 3, the early ones the 3. If he went those 9 years and didn't play, say he got injured and never played again.
That changes history.
That changes everything.
I agree.
There's no way anybody's even talking about GOAT. Like, even though he started out great and won those 3. And that's what I'm saying with Patrick Mahomes. Like, unless you have a second flurry or you continue to win, but if you don't have a second flurry like Brady had, I think it's harder for people to feel or look at you that way, because they do remember you on your way out.
I think, Mahomes has to get two more to like really legitimately be the GOAT. And he still has,
I don't think he can.
A decade left, if you will.
Two more doesn't. With 2 losses and 2 blowouts in the Super Bowl, I don't see that.
But when we have these conversations,
his numbers on there, he's not even making Pro Bowls anymore.
Right.
I'm dead serious.
No, that's so fair. But he's so young, and the team and the organization has been so well run that
not now.
This wasn't a great. It's weird, right? We say not now. They go 15 and what? 15
no, I'm talking about
16
the way they keep taking away pieces from
I know,
him.
right? But so they turn that around. They mess around and get DK Metcalf or something, and then all of a sudden you look up and they run another one. Like, we'll be right here having these conversations again. All right, it only takes them to get one more before.
I don't.
And
see
also
it.
the eye test too. But I digress because we're not talking about Patrick Mahomes right now. We're talking about LeBron. So if LeBron isn't your GOAT, he's never going to be your GOAT. There's no changing that, right? If LeBron is not the GOAT for you at this point, 22 years, there's no changing that. And for many people, the minute he lost his first finals, he could never be the GOAT because they can always fall back and say, well, Jordan was 6-0, right? So Kobe can't be GOAT. He's 5-2. LeBron couldn't be GOAT. He's 4-6 or 7 or whatever it is at this point. So he can never be your GOAT. Here's the conversation for me. If I'm trying to make a case for him to possibly maybe change someone who's still open-minded about the GOATness of it all, you can say, well, I have to go a different path than Jordan. So the longevity then matters. Because then you can say, well, he didn't take breaks in the middle of his career like Jordan did. Jordan, the pressure, stuff was going on. I had to just get away. I wanted to go do baseball and that. All the bad, the good, LeBron persevered. The good, when he was the black hat in Miami and all that, ups, the downs, he persevered and stayed through that. So that's, you can say, a compliment to him. LeBron in the middle of that first bit run at Cleveland, dragged the bad team to the finals. Mike was struggling to get out the first and second round. So you can make that. So the longevity.
And he got swept in that final.
And he did. But
did he play it in?
He did. He played.
Okay.
Yeah. So where you can try to make a case if you're LeBron, why the longevity matters, why you can try to do things is, in this run, he's done stuff that no one else has really done. So you can say he won in both conferences, right? Okay, he went to the West Coast. Everybody, he can't win in the West. Well, he goes to the West. What does he do? He wins. People can say, you can consider all he knows, every stop he made, won a championship. Cleveland, won. Go to Miami, win a couple. Come to the Lakers, win. So everywhere I go, we gonna win. He can hang that for himself. You can say he's dragged teams where didn't have a bunch of talent. You can say he's had teams with a bunch of talent. You can say, man, he's the pass-first guy, yet he has higher points per game than Kobe Bryant. Points per game, not total points. Points per game when we think of LeBron as a pass-first guy, and now he's the all-time leading scorer. So I'm agreeing. He can't surpass and be the GOAT for me. I just think he's right. You know my theory. GOAT, best player, that's a top topic for another day. But I'm just simply saying, if you're LeBron, and if there's any inkling of a way, he has to do it in a different way. He has to do it because I can say I won at every different stop. He has to do it because he said I can win in both conferences. He has to do it because I'm a pass-first guy and I have all the all-time scoring stats. Yet y'all say I'm pass-first. So am I Magic or am I Jordan? And you get what I'm saying? Like, the only shot to maybe change someone's mind is to get a bunch of accolades and to say I did it, Frank Sinatra, my way. I didn't
But the only issue is he has the most losses in the NBA Finals by a former MVP. No one has lost 6 times. I mean, I'm talking about of a former MVP, and I think that's something that he holds on to. He's done a lot of losing, whether you want to blame it on – because here's the argument I have with that. He dragged a bad team to the finals. Had they won, ain't no way anybody would be like, oh, my God, let's not count it because he had a bad team. You know, he was in the finals.
He was.
Okay? So you would count it if he won.
100%.
You can't take it away and act like it doesn't matter because he lost and he didn't have a good team. That doesn't make any sense.
I'll tell you why.
I'll
tell you why those types of things can make sense for me. Because I look at it as from a general manager standpoint. And sometimes I'm going to draft somebody that we thought was going to be good, and they're not. Sometimes we're going to trade for somebody that we thought was going to be spectacular and not. Sometimes we're going to have somebody spectacular, but they get injured. I love the idea that every single season, the expectation for you is to go minimally to the finals. And LeBron is really the only player to me throughout probably after year 2 or so in his career, the expectation was the finals. Kobe Bryant didn't have expectations. He might have wanted to go, but when you saw Smush Parker and Chris Mims, you had zero expectations for him to get to the finals. If LeBron had D Wade or if he had Boobie Gibson, your expectation was LeBron better at least get to the finals. And that's one thing, not even Jordan until he got rolling. You didn't expect him to get past the Celtics or the Pistons. I'm just saying, like, I've never seen
there's
somebody.
There's too many qualifiers to justify everything.
But you get what I'm saying.
Because those years when Boobie Gibson, they were winning 65 games a year. Wasn't like they were bad. Like,
they were bad teams. He just wasn't bad.
Okay, but they won 65 games during the regular season.
Because of him.
No, but you can't say that. The other guys.
Boobie Gibson himself said there's no reason why we should have been in the finals except for he was just that great.
No, but I'm talking about during those years, they were winning a lot of games. And they went out and got Shaq played for them. I'm just trying to tell you that they went out and got all these players.
Shaq was 83 years old
but they got
and 722 pounds. Rob G, did you just hear what he just said to me?
They went and got everybody who was available.
Shaq.
Yeah, Shaq and LeBron played together.
And they got an old Ben Wallace. They got an old Shaq. That's exactly why
he got everybody.
And that's my point. He was dragging bad teams, winning 60-plus games.
I just think it's a cop-out because the bottom line is sports has a short menu.
Is wins and losses. I ain't mad at you, but all I'm saying,
got too many losses.
In the history of the NBA,
nobody who you consider to be the greatest of all time
that's a fair point.
has that many losses. I'm sorry, not in the big moments. I just don't believe it.
I will say, Rob, there's nobody else in NBA history who, for about a 15-year run, your expectations were minimally defined. Kobe, after Shaq, you had no expectations for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, it's because.
And whether his team was loaded or not loaded, your expectations, whether you were a fan or not a fan, were for him to get to the final. I've never seen that.
Because he had already stripped down the Eastern Conference.
Now he took over the whole conference.
He did because he took a team in Toronto, took Bosh from there. He went down to Miami, and then when they put that team together, if anything, that was a disappointment. They only won 2. He was on there, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5.
One thing about that,
because they really
that was a parade for the team.
He believed that.
No,
it wasn't. It was
yes,
it
was
a light show.
I mean, that was a fan favorite. Come on out, season ticket holder day. Y'all be holding that. That drives me crazy.
Listen to him. He's not laughing. Not 2, not 3.
He literally was smiling with the mic in his hand.
We ran out of time. We didn't even have enough time.
And when I say that, I really believe it.
You think you're about to win 7?
That's what he said. He thought so. They went to 4 straight.
Listen.
They went to 4 straight and they had a meltdown against Dallas.
Again. And that might be the single.
And if it wasn't for Ray Allen, you wouldn't even be here making a case for him, would you?
Well, no, there's a million times.
No, I'm asking you.
If Robert Horry doesn't hit a big shot, there's no Shaq and Kobe run like that.
I'm asking you about that one play with Ray Allen. That was huge.
That was huge. But I'm saying that happens for a lot.
I don't remember them ever having the ropes out for the arena and ready to bring the trophy out when Shaq and Kobe were playing.
If Robert Horry doesn't hit that shot.
But do you remember that?
No, that was I don't disagree at all. That was one of the top, 3 of the last 30 years?
You were watching. The security guards came out with the chains.
They had the champagne roller. No, you're right. I'm not mad at that.
Half the building ran out the building. They were outside when Ray Allen hit that shot. They were banging on the door to get back in.
Like, how can we get back in?
They knew it was over.
My point is, for him, there's only random routes he has to trailblaze to have a shot, an inkling at being the GOAT, because most people are going to give it to him at this point.